Intelligence, the ultimate game-changer in warfare. In April 2023, the world was captivated by shocking leaks exposing Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Unbelievably, these leaks traced back to a humble airman, a mere cog in the vast machine of the US Air Force. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe and let's dive in. Such revelations have left the American intelligence community reeling, triggering a long overdue reassessment of their classification systems. 2 decades after a major intelligence failure in 2001, the stakes have never been higher. But amidst this turmoil, the focus must not waver from the battlefield. The forthcoming Ukrainian counteroffensive hangs in the balance, its success hinging on the power of information. The current situation in Ukraine, President Zelensky faces a crucial decision. Where to strike along the front line? The smart money is on Zaporizhia, just east of the Dnipro riverbend. Why? By avoiding treacherous river crossings and heavily fortified Russian positions, Ukraine gains the upper hand. But wait, there's more. The tactical genius lies in splitting Russian supply lines, dealing a devastating blow to their logistics. Buckle up as we unravel the complexities and dive deep into this strategic puzzle. Theory of offense and defense. Unraveling the intricacies of military defense to understand Ukraine's predicament. But hold on, we can't stop there. Our analysis must go beyond assumptions, as not everyone, including the planners in the Kremlin, may be aware of the incentives at play. Russia faced criticism for its failed attempt to capture Kiev, but let's dig deeper. The issue wasn't just poor high-level military planning, it was the lack of discipline at lower levels. Political intelligence missed the mark, wrongly assuming Ukraine would swiftly concede. Fair enough, the Kremlin's military planners should have foreseen the discipline problems and prepared a solid backup plan. But here's the twist. Russia's strategic planners aren't clueless. After earlier intelligence failures, they've adjusted and recognized Ukraine's military incentives. They know that Zaporizhia is a vulnerable spot thanks to the accurate intel from the US satellite surveillance system. With this knowledge, both Russia and Ukraine possess resources for the battle. However, timing becomes the game changer in this offense versus defense struggle. As the defender, Russia must allocate its resources, primarily soldiers and materials. But here's where it gets tricky. Predicting Ukraine's target isn't a clear-cut task. Let's keep it simple. Imagine 3 potential locations for Ukraine's offensive: Donbas, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. If we focus solely on the probability of winning the overall war, not just a battle, it's 80% for the easier middle option, 60% for Donbas, and 55% for the challenging Dnipro crossing. If that were the only consideration, Ukraine's choice would be a no-brainer, a direct assault down the middle. But wait, there's more. The initial order of attack is crucial. Russia has mobilized hundreds of thousands of soldiers to defend the extensive front line. How will they be deployed? That's the million-dollar question. Allocating resources as a defender seems straightforward, but predicting Ukraine's move based on this information is anything but easy. It's like solving an intricate puzzle. We're simplifying here, but keep in mind the complexity. Now let's shift gears and envision Russia's troop allocation scenario. Picture this. Ukraine chooses the Donbas. Russia would prefer to have positioned more troops in Zaporizhia rather than Kherson, given its proximity for a quicker response. Bridges blown up in Kherson during the fall counterattacks exposed Russia's vulnerability. To complicate matters, Ukraine is likely to launch fixing attacks elsewhere, keeping Russian troops occupied and preventing them from redeploying to the main front. The chess game intensifies. While cost, target value, and projected war duration add additional layers, the key takeaway is that effective defense strategizing converges probabilities. Sending all the forces to Zaporizhia seems tempting for the Kremlin, but here's the twist. If Ukraine can observe Russia's allocations and delay its decision, the logic breaks down. In this scenario, targeting Zaporizhia is no longer appealing for Ukraine. The Donbas becomes the prime choice with a higher chance of success. Russia's troops in Zaporizhia would be left twiddling their thumbs. Recognizing this problem, Russia should shift some forces to the north, balancing Ukraine's incentives between the 2 locations. But beware, This adjustment now puts Kherson in the spotlight. Guess what? Ukraine would shift its attack there. So if Ukraine can observe Russia's troop placements, the optimal strategy for Russia is equalizing probabilities across all potential targets. Hold on, it's not just about soldier numbers. Russia can manipulate the environment, destroy bridges, lay mines, dig trenches, and alter water levels. The battles themselves add another layer of complexity. For instance, if Ukraine attacks the Donbas, Russia wants more troops in Zaporizhia for a quicker response. The vulnerability of Kherson's bridges were exposed during fall counterattacks, hindering troop movements. To complicate matters further, Ukraine is likely to launch fixing attacks elsewhere, keeping Russian troops occupied. It's a strategic dance with troops partially mobile and redeploying. Cost, target value, war duration, secondary considerations that converge when defense strategizes effectively. The key takeaway? Strategy is the name of the game, where probabilities align and the battlefield unveils its secrets. The prediction problem. Predicting it is an analyst's nightmare. If we can figure it out, so can Russia, and that's a problem. They'll adjust their resources, making Ukraine's target less obvious. The result? Comical maps with guesswork galore. Confusion becomes Russia's strategy, executed with finesse. Russian sources stir the pot, spreading rumors of a Kherson river crossing, a seemingly unlikely target. But hold on, we can't be certain about Kiev's intentions. Ukrainian forces have made sporadic crossings for recon purposes, but the swampy terrain isn't ideal for a substantial bridgehead or counterattack, at least for now. The missing puzzle piece? Intelligence. Kiev holds the subtle advantages known only to their strategists. Secret investments in speedboats, covert legion of demining experts. The possibilities are endless. Ukraine plays the game, surveying targets to find weak spots in Russian morale preparations. But here's the twist. Local-level execution by mid-level commanders is a wild card. They won't inform the Kremlin if they struggle. And that's not all. Kiev aims to collaborate with partisans operating behind Russian lines, making their attack easier. Amidst the chaos, Russian troops face a formidable challenge: coordinated partisan activity. The elusive nature of these fighters poses a headache for Russia, making it difficult to determine their location. Even if it happens in Zaporizhia, massive Russian preparations won't deter Ukraine's attack. But here's the downside for Ukraine. If Kiev lacks resources like air defense missiles, and if these missiles are crucial for protecting troops in one location more than others, say Zaporizhia, they benefit from keeping Russia in the dark. Sneaky, huh? This subtle implication holds significance. If Russia assumes Ukraine has no air defense issues and allocates resources accordingly, Ukraine still maintains a 52% chance of success. But leaks are the enemy for Kiev. Once Russia learns about these air defense concerns, resources shift, restoring equality, and Ukraine pays the cost regardless of the battlefield. But wait, it's a two-way street. Russia possesses knowledge about troop training levels, distinguishing between highly skilled and less proficient soldiers. Allocation decisions may seem imbalanced to Ukraine, but they are justified when considering the quality factor. Armed with this knowledge, Russia can deceive Ukraine into choosing the wrong target. In a nutshell, claiming to know Ukraine's next move is a tall order, unless you have access to Zelensky's and Putin's secret papers. The intelligence war is the key player in Ukraine's decision-making. Get ready for more twists and turns as the battle of wits unfolds. Counterintelligence. Misdirection takes center stage as the counterintelligence apparatus gears up for the attack. If Russia gets wind of Ukraine's direction in advance, it can slyly readjust its troops. Ukraine faces a tough choice: delay and risk further troop reallocation, or proceed with a lower chance of success. To tackle this risk, Ukraine restricts knowledge to just 5 trusted individuals, excluding US citizens due to leak concerns. Social media blackouts are also in effect to prevent inadvertent leaks from ordinary citizens. As rumors swirl, skepticism is key. Ukraine will stop at nothing to protect its secrets and outfox Russia. Get ready for the ultimate game of deception, misdirection, and Operation Mincemeat. In World War II, the Allies masterfully deceived Germany by planting false documents on a deceased man, making them believe that Sardinia and Greece were the real targets, while Sicily was the actual goal. This operation, famously known as Operation Mincemeat, succeeded in diverting German forces and paved the way for the Allied attack. Fast forward to the present conflict, where rumors of a Russian attack from Belarus turned out to be a clever diversion, with the real focus on Bakhmut. However, adversaries aren't always fooled. In the haversack ruse of World War I, false battle plans failed to deceive the German liaison to the Ottoman Empire. It's a reminder that awareness of deception can hinder its effectiveness. Misdirection remains a powerful tactic, but success hinges on opponents falling for the ruse. Prepare for the mind games of war. Thank you for watching and follow for more.